Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be doing a review of Rats, the musical. For today's video, I will be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2, Episode 2. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and join this community, and without further ado, let's get this video started. Loop. Alright, so, I just watched RuPaul's Drag Race UK, Episode 2, so I figured I would go ahead and give you my immediate thoughts and opinions. So, if that sounds good to you, let's get right on into it. First, the queens walk back into the workroom, and they're talking about all their thoughts and opinions on Joe Black going home. They're all a little bit shook up about it. I was surprised too. It didn't make sense in my fantasy either. Anyways, so then they're talking about Joe Black being eliminated, and then Ahura brings up Estina winning and how she didn't think Estina should have won that episode. So Ahura's a little bit upset about it, but you know what? Estina won. She can't take that away from her. So, anyways, don't know what that was about. But that's the end of the day, and then it's a new day in the workroom, and the queens are walking into the workroom. And then RuPaul comes up, obviously, and explains the challenge, gives a little hints towards the Rats, the musical. But first, we have a mini challenge where the queens have to vote for 4 different awards for the cast. There's the Shady Queen, there's the Tradiest Queen, the Cockiest Queen, and then the Most Basic Queen. So all the queens vote, and then they give out all the awards. The Shadiest Queen goes to Ahura. The Most Basic Queen goes to Tia Coffee. The Most Basic Queen goes to Tia Coffee. The Tradiest Queen goes to Taste. And that's about it. Obviously, at the end, RuPaul says that because Tia Coffee was voted the most basic, she gets to assign all the roles for Rats, the musical. Every time I'm going to go, Rats, the musical. Anyways, so Tia gets to assign all the roles, and she decides to try to be fair with it, and assign all the roles to the people who want the roles. And for the most part, everyone's pretty happy with their roles. The only person who was kind of upset about it, in my opinion, that I could tell, was Cherry Valentine. She wanted to have a bigger role, but that ended up going to Veronica Green. Yes, Veronica Green. Anyways, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to forget her name. I noticed a little bit of a moment similar to last season with Davina DeCampo, where people were kind of discounting Davina, even though Davina had been performing for like 15 plus years, and Veronica had been doing musical theater for like 15 plus years basically, before even starting drag. So this was like her challenge basically, and everyone was kind of discounting her. Anyways, she proved them all wrong, so way to go. Anyways, then we get into the vocal training with Michelle Sage. And there were a few moments here I wanted to point out, one of which was with Lawrence Chaney, who doesn't think of themselves as a singer, and it's starting to get a little bit nervous, and Michelle tells them to bring it out even more, be even more vocal. There's that. I wanted to talk a little bit about, Bimini was great. Bimini did amazing in this episode, in my opinion. Tia did amazing. And yeah, that was about it from the vocal training. Then we have choreo. And we get to see who does a really good job with the dancing. Again, Lawrence has another bit of a breakdown in this part, where Lawrence is getting very, very nervous about this, because Lawrence doesn't think of themselves as a singer or a dancer, and that's what the challenge really is. So that Lawrence thinks of themselves more, I guess, as a personality queen. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But, anyways, that's about it for the choreo. Everyone else learns the choreography, nothing too exciting. And yeah, then it's the next day, and they're starting to get ready for Rats. the musical. And Cherry Valentine has a moment with Sister, where Cherry is talking about her background and what it's like being from her family and not being completely out to her family, and how she kind of chose to be more authentically herself. It's a whole thing. One thing I've noticed, this will be a quick spoiler. Obviously, there's spoilers in this entire thing, but anyways. Whenever Queen starts to tell their story, there is a very big chance that they will be eliminated that episode. Just pointing that out there. Anyways. So Cherry Valentine is talking to Sister. There's that moment. Lawrence is still nervous. That's about it. Then we get to the main stage, where we get to introduce the judges, with Alan Carr, Michelle Visage, and I forget who the guest judge is, but she's really pretty. I forget her name. Anyways, then we get into the actual Rats, the musical. And I wanted to go over some of my personal highlights from this. I think Ginny Lemon did super well. I really, really liked Bimini's performance, and I really liked Tia's performance. And oh yeah, Ellie Diamond did pretty well, I will say. That was about it. Now we're getting to the runways. My favorite the runway theme was surprise, I should say. My favorite runways, obviously, I really loved Ellie Diamond's doing three outfits in one from The Wizard of Oz. I thought was really smart. The one thing I will say about this 3-in-1 thing was they were all the same silhouette, which to me, I mean, I get it if you're trying to put one outfit over another, but it would have been nice to change up the silhouette a little bit in between. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but whatever. I also really, really liked Veronica's. Yeah, that was about it. There were some really good ones. Some of them were a bit more basic, but yeah. Then it comes to the judging, and the judges pick out who is safe and who is obviously in the top or bottom. The top this week is going to be between Tia Kofi, Veronica Green, and Ellie Diamond. And the bottom three is Lawrence Chaney, Taste, and of course Cherry Valentine. They felt like Taste kind of faded in the background. They didn't think her runway was amazing. Cherry Valentine, sort of the same thing. And Lawrence Chaney, same thing really, but they liked Lawrence Chaney's outfit a little bit more than the other two. So, there's that. And as far as the top three, they really liked Veronica's outfit, and they really liked Veronica's runway, and Veronica's performance, obviously. They also really liked Tia's performance. Tia did amazing in the musical. And then they really liked Ellie's runway. Ellie's runway was really, really cool. Anyways, so those are all the tops and the bottoms. And then the queens go back and untuck. And there are a few moments there. Nothing too terribly crazy I really wanted to point out. Anyways, so now we're getting into the final judgments. And the winner this week is going to be... Drumroll please. Anyways, the winner this week is going to be Veronica Green. I don't think this was any surprise to anyone. She killed it. She killed the challenge. She killed the runway. All the above. Amazing. Which means Ellie Diamond is safe, and so is Tia Kofi. They're both safe. And in the bottom three, we have Lawrence, like I said, Taste, and Cherry Valentine. And then the judges decide that Lawrence Chaney is safe. I was very grateful to see that because I personally am a big Lawrence Chaney fan. So if Lawrence had been in the bottom, I would have been super upset. But anyways, so that means this week's bottom two are Taste and Cherry Valentine. These were two of the queens I was the most hopeful for going into this new season. So I was really surprised by this bottom two. Already on episode 2, I was shook. Anyways, so we get to the final lip sync where they have to perform lip sync to Memory from Cats. Anyways, in the end, Ru decides Taste is safe and Cherry Valentine is going home. Again, this didn't make sense to me. I was really upset about it, honestly. I ended up kind of doing Cherry Valentine inspired makeup, you could say, a little bit, with all the red. Not purposefully, but you could say that. Anyways, so that brings us to the end of this episode. Unfortunately, Cherry Valentine is going home. Again, another week where I didn't necessarily think this queen would be going home so early. But here we are. So, obviously, that brings us to the end of this episode. Definitely comment down below what you thought about this episode. Who you thought was your favorite. How you would have judged it. If Bimini, I wanted some final thoughts. If Bimini's outfit had worked out, I think Bimini would have been on the top. But, whatever. Anyways, like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow with another video. I will be going live tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time to get ready for RuPaul's Drag Race and doing my video tomorrow night. So we'll be back for that as well. My review for Drag Race episode 4. So definitely make sure you're subscribed. Make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, share this video all over social media. Let's get this channel growing even more. And I will be back here tomorrow. Bye, guys.